The third speaker in the session is Katie Miller.
Okay. Oh, whoa. Okay. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to speak today. My name is Katie Miller, and I'm here representing myself as an autistic citizen. I would first like to applaud the IACC for having a presentation on assistive and augmentative communication given by an autistic self-advocate. The significance of this is twofold. One, AAC is one of the most important areas of autism research because it provides non-speaking autistics with ways to communicate. Communication is a basic human right, and no one should be denied that opportunity. The limited numbers of AAC devices do not work for everybody. I met a parent of an autistic young man at one of the other IACC meetings, and she was furious that so much money and research was being devoted to causation and cure because that did not help her son. And they had tried many different AAC devices, and for some reason, none of those worked for him. She could describe to me exactly what kind of device he needed, but that just wasn't being developed because the research money and time was not going there. AAC research is vastly underfunded, leaving countless autistics unable to express their thoughts due to lack of compatible technology. The fact that this presentation was given by an autistic self-advocate is also to be applauded. It shows that the views, experiences, and expertise of the autistic community are valued. It gives me great pride to witness an autistic voice being heard. While this is evidence of progress, autistic voices should be a regular, organized, and consistent presence within the IACC, not an incidental occurrence. Out of 18 members of the board, only one is autistic. How can the committee succeed if it largely excludes the people it exists to serve? Representatives of the Autistic Self-Advocacy Network have proven helpful to the Obama administration, as evidenced by repeat invitations to important service, education, and disability-related events, briefings, and exclusive bill signings. It is time that the IACC include a presence from the organized self-advocate community, such as a member of ASAN. We are here to help you understand the challenges and strengths of our diverse community. We are the experts on our autistic needs, experiences, ideas, thoughts, and feelings, and we are eager and willing to offer you that insight. Please listen to us. One of the challenges many autistics face is less access to health care and often less adequate health care than that of the average population. These disparities are common throughout the lifespan and affect autistics with diverse abilities and living situations. The reasons for healthcare disparities are likely as varied as autistic people themselves. How then do we research solutions? We directly involve all the affected parties, most notably autistics, doctors, nurses, and primary caregivers, but also friends, family, teachers, social workers, public transit operators, healthcare receptionists, and anyone else directly deemed relevant to a particular case. This collaborative approach to research is called community-based participatory action research. It equitably involves all parties in the research process, combining the unique knowledge and strengths of each to produce the desired result. Research done collaboratively is more likely to result in the discovery of concrete problems and solutions regarding improper health care for autistic people. In addition to executing participatory action research, I strongly urge the IACC to implement research dollar parity. For every dollar that goes into basic autism research, I want to see a dollar going into quality of life, services, supports, and education research. These are the areas that directly improve the lives of autistic people. While scientists spend billions of dollars searching for the causes of autism, autistic children are being abused by their teachers, who lack the education and resources to treat them appropriately. Teenagers are shuffled from school to school without ever getting an appropriate education. Young adults age out of the system only to find that they were not taught independent living skills and there are no programs able to help them. Autistic adults are being confined to institutions because community support systems are either non-existent or grossly underfunded. Whether or not an autistic adult needs help holding a job or brushing her teeth, the fact is that research can and must be done to develop effective supports that allow autistic people to reach their individual goals and lead fulfilled lives. Years are spent searching for a future cure, while autistic people who are here now, who can be helped now, have needs that are not being met due to lack of research and funds. For every dollar, for every hour that is spent in a lab looking for causes, think of how matching that time and money can make a real, measurable difference in someone's life. Secondly, I would like to point out that language matters. Autism is not cancer. Cancer kills people. Autism does not kill people. When I hear autism compared to cancer, in terms of searching for a cure or in statements such as autism is worse than cancer, what I hear is that society would rather that I and my people were dead than continue to exist the way we are. I am fortunate that I am able to express my opinion, but many of my fellow autistics are not able to do so. Please do not assume that they do not understand and do not have opinions on what is said about them. Autism is also not a disease or an epidemic. It is not contagious, infectious, or life-threatening. It hurts our feelings when you describe us as a burden. The last points I want to touch on are the bioethics concerns and eugenic applications of genetic research. I believe that science for the sake of pure research is not in essence wrong or bad in any way. It is how humans choose to use the research we have gained through science that can lead to harm. I do not believe it is wrong to be curious about the causes of autism. In fact, I myself am fascinated by the human brain and enjoy reading about my own autistic neurology in scientific texts. In fact, I'd be happy to read many of those hundreds of articles that you guys didn't want to read. You should hire autistic people to do that for you. We were all discussing this earlier. However, I am deeply concerned about how cause-based research may be used. If a prenatal test for autism is developed, up to 90% of autistic people may follow in the steps of those with Down syndrome and never make it out of the womb. Because autism is so complex and so varied, there is no way of predicting future quality of life of an autistic fetus only by identifying certain genes. I'm not taking a stand on abortion, but on eugenics. Today, we are abhorred by the times in history where groups as varied as the poor, mentally ill, blind, promiscuous, physically disabled, homosexual, Jewish, everything else you name it, were labeled degenerate and unfit. In an effort to improve human hereditary traits, such people were institutionalized, sterilized, and of course killed. Of course, we now recognize these wretched acts as massive violations of human rights. Let's not go there again. Let's not segregate people from society by confining them to institutions when they could live in their community with the right supports. Let's not think of people as sick, disordered, and unfit for living. Let's not take an entire group of people and, without their consent, attempt to prevent future generations of them from existing. Let us respect and accept all people for who they are. Let us support and educate all people and aid them in living the best possible life. Let us develop ways to help people communicate their needs and access health care. Let us change society to accommodate all people. And let us make the world a place in which everyone can grow, learn, work, play, love, but most of all, live. Thank you.